Best three.
All right, so the top 3 things we liked, and let's start with our guest, Josh. What's something you enjoyed about Liar Liar?
Okay, something I enjoyed about this movie is just how quotable it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many quotes that, like, especially right after you watch it, you're going to find yourself saying some of the stuff, like, the next week.
Oh, totally.
Because some of the stuff just sticks in your mind. And I don't know if it's the writing or just how well Jim Carrey delivered the lines, but
yeah.
Regardless.
Break children to your divorce, sympathy. It's working. Feel sorry for them already. Yeah, I've had better, says D. Tungsten. I've had better. Oh, gosh. Paul, the quotable lines was certainly a like for me. I'm curious if that made your like list as well.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Just because I already quoted it in my introduction, and I had totally forgotten that Cary Elwes was in this movie.
Really, you had? Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was such a delight to see him again, and even though he's not like a swashbuckling hero or anything, but I just thought he added such a different dynamic that made the story more interesting.
Yes.
So it was good to see him again in this role.
It's too fast. We're moving too fast. Whatever it is, we can work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great counterpoint to Jim Carrey, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Talk about opposites.
Right? Totally. Oh, my goodness. So Cary Elwes was one of your other likes. Let's go back to you, Josh. What's something else you enjoyed about Liar Liar? And don't lie to me. Don't do it.
I'll try my best. I can't because my little cousin made a wish last night that I didn't lie.
Oh, well, perfect. Okay.
Wow, you are a terrible person for him to do that.
I know, right? The funny part is I've never even met him. It's crazy. One of my favorite things is that, through this experience of, going through all this, not being able to lie and all that, really made Fletcher realize how much he loves his son. And that he truly does care for him more than he likes his job or anything else. It made him realize that even though he's a compulsive liar and he knows that he lies all the time, and he may have thought that he was lying whenever he would say he cared about his son, the fact that he was still able to say it under the whole, only being able to tell the truth made him realize, oh, wow, I actually do.
It has heart there with the comedy, which is not often found in films.
This truth stuff is kind of cool. But you know what? Mine is sort of dovetailed into that one, Josh, because I thought that the emotional pain that Max, played by a great child actor, except for his punchable faces, Justin Cooper, I thought he, excuse me, did such a good job of showing the emotional pain that he was having when he is disappointed. I was really taken with that. I'm like, wow, you're really giving it to me, kid. I could tell that I don't know if this is
see the heartbreak.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if he's experienced this in real life. I hope not, but it was very palatable how, or not palatable. That's the wrong word. It just tasted so good. How his pain. No, it was very
palpable.
Isn't that what I just said?
You said palatable.
Palpable. No, you're right. Either way, whatever metaphor you want to use, insert here. I thought that was really great. The emotional.
That is so weird because that is also my second
What the junk?
The kid actor Justin Cooper. I just thought, I agree. But I was impressed by his range. Not only did he show great disappointment, but like when he gets really excited. And to me, when watching him, I feel like I believe like he is these things, like he's excited or he's disappointed. He's not like most kid actors that age. So I thought he was able to deliver that and ground the movie really well.
Absolutely. Now, but I mean, you guys gotta agree with me, right? When he says, or maybe call one of your when Jim Carrey says, you maybe call one of your girlfriends, and he goes like this. I'm like, get out of my face right now.
No, I don't support child abuse. Sorry.
I'm not saying you actually hit him, but the face he makes, it's so annoying.
Let's just say that if an adult made that face to me, I might want to hit them.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Josh. Thank you for agreeing with me in that regard. Because, man. But this is in the dislike section. We're just like blazing through so fast our likes that I gotta pad this a little bit. You know what? But guys, let's get to our classic makers. The things and maybe we'll spend a little bit more time here. The things we loved most about this film. Paul, why didn't you kick us off?
I'm not going to spend much time on this because it's Jim Carrey.
Dang it,
I just
that's me too.
love watching him, and I'm sure you guys might want to elaborate more on that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Josh, go ahead. Was Jim Carrey your classic maker or something else?
Yet my classic maker I have written down as exactly Jim Carrey's comedic brilliance.
Yes.
There you go.
He's so good at being able to perform perfect comedy even without speaking, just the facial expressions he makes. The physical comedy. And it led to one of my favorite lines when Max asks him after realizing he can't lie. He's like, if I make this face, will it stick that way? And he just goes like, no. In fact, some people make a living off that.
Yeah, which I'd never got.
It's just like a...
Well, yeah, it's sort of like it's talking about himself, which I never got until I read the IMDb trivia about that. I'm like, oh, that's what he means.
Come on, Francisco, it's right there.
Apparently, yeah, it's like I thought it was a deeper meaning, so I was like, what does it really mean? And so it's just surface level.
He's talking about himself, Jim Carrey, the guy who's playing Fletcher.
Oh my gosh,
it's breaking the fourth wall, which you sometimes like.
I do.
Don't.
I know. I always like it. I just don't like some movies, quote unquote, that surround the best moment of fourth wall breaking. We won't go there. That's like joke 7 years old. Did you have to bring it up? To expand on this though, guys, I in particular, like Jim Carrey, yes, in particular for me was his facial comedy, just like all the like and just I appreciate his ability to, and he does this in a lot of his movies, his control over his face to do the things that it does is just so remarkable. And it just, definitely brings his comedic prowess up to another level that a lot of people don't have. I'd say
old rubber face.
Kind of, to me, one of the best scenes is the scene where he's first really testing out how much he's unable to lie with the pen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just the fact that he made it almost believable that his arm had a mind of its own.
Write it or break it off.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. And then that just turns on him. He's like, fine. It's just so believable. And I don't know how. I think he commits to it so much that it makes it work.
It almost makes you wonder if he actually hurt himself while beating himself up in the restroom.
Well, apparently what I read was they didn't have to Foley any of that. All the sound they were able to use because he was actually doing that. So that's impressive. Oh. Yeah, I know. It's nuts. Well, any other bonus likes any of us have that we want to comment on?
One that did almost make my list was Paul's first one with Cary Elwes.
Cary Elwes, yeah.
Elwes, yeah. Seeing him in anything is always awesome.
Yes,
always a treat. Such a good actor.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Paul's like maybe
I'll have more to say about that during our trivia time.
All right.